If you've been downtown near Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, you've seen it. It's big, and it represents teamwork, not only in the game of sports, but in the game of life.
We are Cleveland, ode to our unique heritage. From Asia Town to La Vieja España to EC 216, an umbrella of all communities.
It's a cry for unity. From this video debuted inside Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse to this banner hanging outside on the wall of the Sherwin-Williams building, it's a message for all to see.
That banner reflects our community.
Kevin Clayton is the Vice President for Diversity, Inclusion, and Community Engagement for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Where you see representatives from different communities with their hands on the ball. We want everybody to feel that they're included. We want people to be able to see themselves, no matter if it's their gender, their background, their race, their ethnicity, for them to see themselves in the banner. So that's first, from an inclusion standpoint.
A banner, one of the largest in the nation.
We are hoping that people understand that the coming together, the hands on the ball, represents us working together as one community for the betterment of all.
This massive mural, a creative collaboration between Cavs graphic designer Jay Wallace and artist Daniel Arsham. It took more than 300 hours to create, manufacture, transport, and hang this giant message of inclusion.
We wanted to invest in the message on the most iconic wall in this community to make sure that the whole world could see that.
This banner is part of a joint effort between the Cavaliers, the Browns, and the Indians. Teamwork designed to make our city better.
The three pillars of work are law enforcement and how do we close the gap between underserved and black and brown communities and law enforcement. How do we encourage conversation? How do we encourage them uniting so that both sides understand each other better? Secondly, from an education standpoint, we know that there's a lot of work to be done around the digital divide, and how do we make sure the communities that have been left out of the opportunity to have access to the internet. And then from a voting standpoint, while some may think that that was just for the presidential election, voting is local. So we want to encourage a spirit of voting across the entire Northeast Ohio area.
The Cavs, Browns, and Indians, powerful voices of unity. One spirit, one city, for the love, for the land.
Sports has always been kind of a key and common denominator. And it doesn't matter, quite honestly, if you're short, tall, black, white, male, female. If you can produce, if you can play, people actually want to engage with you from a sports standpoint. So we see sports as being a common denominator that's a language that is heard and understood across all disciplines, all dimensions of diversity. Unity is really just the foundation that will unite us. It talks about how can we find a common goal.
Make sure to live for the seeds of tomorrow and leave them a better world. 'Cause love ain't reserved for perfect. You love the things you are willing to make better. We are willing to make better because home isn't just where I live. It's what lives inside of me. For the love, for the land.
Wayne Dawson, Fox 8 News, Cleveland.
What makes a good neighbor? Is it a nice yard and how they keep it up? Or maybe it's the way they can make someone feel at home in a place so far away from the one they knew.
Refugees, there is like a loss of identity. They're displaced, they're fleeing persecution.
Tiffany Bacchus of the organization Us Together is doing just that.
Us Together itself is a refugee resettlement agency. We're one of the 3 in the Cleveland area, and we're contracted by the federal government to support refugees when they first arrive here in the United States.
They call it like Shirwani, Punjabi.
As a part of Us Together's micro-enterprise development program, Tiffany helps refugees and immigrants launch businesses here in Cleveland. In just a few months, 2 businesses have opened their doors in Camps Corners.
That's Habesha Ethiopian and Eritrean restaurant. And Asia Star Clothing and Houseware.
We had a dream to have our own place.
The business is launched to fill the gap that the refugees, especially Asian and African refugees, they were looking for such kind of items, and it was not available in the area. We call it Nowruz.
Between the home goods, a variety of traditional clothing from various cultures, and food, The owners of both businesses hope others will also find a sense of community there.
We would like to welcome everyone at least to come and have a look and know about others' culture, because these Asian and African now part of this neighborhood and part of this community.
Bridging the gap of understanding through language.
In Cleveland here, there are more than maybe 200 Congolese families.
Is the mission of Equity Languages and Employment Services. It just launched with help from Us Together.
I've never been to any other part in the United States, so I know Cleveland as America, so this is my whole world.
Beyond the borders of Cleveland.
I make a lot of mural in different locations, in a spa, restaurant, and salon. The Arabic letter, it's my passion.
An accomplished artist made nearly every surface of Alamira Spa in North Olmsted her canvas.
It's about how I live in Iraq and what happened in my country. So that's all. When I paint, I paint all for my country and what happened there.
She's also working with Us Together to accomplish her dream of opening her own gallery cafe featuring Middle Eastern designs and artists.
My message in all my painting, it's about peace, love, and passion, about like life.
Tiffany says their goal is to provide support by helping people realize their dreams.
I think we need to be careful and not take too much credit. Like, these people come with a lot of skills and talents of their own.
So maybe the best neighbor is the one who cares, who looks at a stranger and instead of turning away, extends a hand, welcoming them home.
We are happy here, increase the awareness for the people that we are here.
In Cleveland.
They have faced so many obstacles before even coming to this country, and to see them realize their dream here, I just can't describe how happy I am that I can even be a small part of that.
Maya Belai, Fox 8 News.
It wasn't hard to get caught up in certain situations over here. Like, it's real easy, you know.
1 year ago, D'Angelo Tyus was released from prison. He re-entered a world where he tells me he struggled to use new TV remotes.
I left at a young age. It was definitely sad for me back then.
Now, the 25-year-old who grew up on Buckingham and East 121st in Cleveland is building a better future.
People come to us who, as you heard from D'Angelo, who may be recently released from incarceration, but they also may just be struggling with unstable housing, maybe a young adult aging out of foster care.
That wouldn't work, right? Because life happens, legal issues happen, transportation issues happen.
Basically, anyone looking for career advancement can benefit, says Jill Rizica, Executive Director of Towards Employment. Last year, the free 2-week program gave 300 people a chance to brush up on their soft skills,
right here,
revamp their resume, and create a pathway to a new field like healthcare, information technology, and for D'Angelo,
If you really want it, you're gonna work hard for it.
construction.
I didn't want to be constantly going to job this, job that, and everything, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make some career out of this.
Despite multiple work opportunities and a carpentry workshop scholarship, D'Angelo says it's the soft skills that matter most.
When I came out, I did not know how to do an interview. I was lost with it. I was just like, I used to get stuck and everything. I was just like, I'm uncomfortable. Like, hold on, y'all gotta give me 5 minutes. So when they had to introduce me to this interviews and the cover letters and everything, the thank you letters, so it clicked.
So obviously they're placing people on jobs, but Towards Employment is also removing barriers. They opened more than 1,100 legal cases for the participants last year, solving credit, debt, even criminal issues like having a suspended license. We all know if you can't drive, you have way less options for work.
D'Angelo is Ronnie. Ronnie is D'Angelo.
Ronnie Cannon is proof Towards Employment hires from its program too. He's gone from intern to leading the organization's community outreach. Weeks after expanded federal unemployment benefits have expired, Ronnie is hoping more people will come see what they have to offer.
Although you have stability now as far as whatever income you're receiving, whether it's government assistance or you're just stable right now, I always say, hey, this is a great time actually to utilize a service like Towards Employment because it is that career exploration.
Exploring new possibilities for D'Angelo towards employment has been life-changing.
I was heading down the wrong road doing idiotic things, but now it looks great. It looks perfect, and I'm looking forward to maturing and bettering myself each and every day.
Jasmine Bailey, Fox 8 News. A plush toy with rich brown skin and these perfect black curls is what happens when a dream interrupts your original plans.
I instantly woke up out of my sleep like, a boy doll? That doesn't make sense. Like, people are never gonna buy a boy doll.
Not true. 195 and counting. That's how many My Friend plush toys Louisiana Gilmore, who had an idea for girl dolls, says her son Demetrius, aka Lil D, has sold as CEO of Our Brown Boy Joy.
You are Brown Boy Joy.
Oh yeah, and I told my friends they didn't know about it. I just said, now I want you to press its stomach and see what it does. And they were shocked.
Yeah.
Dressed in jeans and a hoodie, a nod to Trayvon Martin, the black unarmed teen who was killed in 2012, My Friend speaks positive affirmations, encouraging young brown boys to see themselves as strong, smart, powerful, special.
Brown boy, your life matters.
While also shifting the way others may view them.
How did you feel when you saw the first one? What did you think?
You know that they were made in his, from his photo, but
Yeah.
it was just like,
Yeah.
they really do look like.
Like they look like clones of me.
Oh, yes. Yes, they do.
That's intentional, of course. Gilmore says she and Dee didn't see brown skin plush toys in stores. And they even co-wrote a book titled Lil D Discovers His Power because in a diverse friend group, it was hard for Dee to see what made him unique.
My friend speaks Punjabi, One of my friends is really tall and has an English accent. My other friend gets to wear his hair in cool green spikes, What is special about me? And we talk about, you can wear your hair in various styles because it can be cut low, you can wear dreads, you can wear braids. We talk about skin color and how in the summertime your skin turns a beautiful bronze color.
It's a family effort, opening, taping, packaging the dolls as sales come in 1, 2, sometimes 3 at a time. And
the orders that we get daily, a lot of them are still not of brown boys, brown boy mothers. They are other races saying this is needed. I want to make sure that I have one of these dolls in my home.
original plans interrupted for something even greater. Jasmine Bailey, Fox 8 News.